Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today the Clan War League finished for us and we finished up all of our 7 wars. We're today talking about what went good, what went not that good, how we finished the week, and overall we did pretty well, I think. So, how did the group look like? The group war, well, we finished on number 1. I don't know yet how high we will finish in the global ranking. Our 340 stars is not too bad. I know that a couple of clans faced like lower town levels as well. We had a group with only town 13s. Everyone had town 13 and had at least 2 scatter shots. So that was a nice thing to face. Obviously, would have been easier if they would have been lower, but either way, War of the Door was a really good challenge as well. Was really close with them. We had only 35 stars against them, even though we swiped an attack by accident. But either way, so yeah. And for me personally, the season went really good. Like 7 attacks, 7 triple, and on the second account we went 5 out of 7, which is really good as well. And overall, yeah, a lot of guys had a lot of triple, so that was really nice. I think we still can improve on that. In my opinion, it was not perfectly synchronized yet, but I mean that's to expect when you're coming together the first time as a clan, or like a couple of additions to the clan. So let's take a look at a couple of attacks. And yes, guys, I will not show any minor attacks. I'm a little bit tired of minors. I'm using them non-stop in my live streams at the moment. I'm sorry for that, but they're just so crazy strong right now that it would be stupid to not use them, kinda. Yetis at the same time are strong as well, but I feel like Yetis are more better versus anti 3-star bases at some point. And I don't know, I feel like Queen Charge Miners is not stronger in that sense, but it's more controlled, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at the first attack. And like I said, we are not taking a look at any Queen Charge Miners. We're taking a look at Queen Charge Electro Dragons. Really nice attack by Shazo. So let's take a look at what he's doing. And I think it's really nice. He's really nicely abusing the Town Hall 12 meta, which was really liked by a lot of players, which is this long compartment with the Town Hall. So you most of the time had the Town Hall on the outside, and then you had in the second layer defenses, which were a little bit annoying for the Queen Charge. So for example, for him, he is not able to do this Queen Charge without losing his healers because of this air defense. But what he's doing, he's bringing in the Royal Champion immediately at the top, as soon as his king is like wrapping around, tanking for the Royal Champion to take out this part of the base. And what this does is that that allows him to deploy his Electro Dragons really early, because he's not even waiting for his heroes to get targeted by the air defense. He's just straight up starting with his Electro Dragons after a couple of seconds and just instantly going for the Warden ability. Enemy Queen is getting completely wrecked by the Electro Dragons. Loons and Electro Dragons are going through the base, and like I said, the Town Hall did never touch the Electro Dragons. The air defense did never touch the healer. So perfect timing of Shazo. And what this attack wants to do, this attack is designed to take out the core, like all of the second layer buildings, to make sure that the queen is able to wrap around. This is why he's starting so early with his Electro Dragon, because this means his queen will be able to finish the rest of the base. From now on, all of the second layer defenses are cleared. This means there's no need anymore for the Electro Dragons to being alive. Obviously, it's a nice addition, but either way, this means the queen will clean up the rest of this base. He still has 1 haste spell left, and this is going to be an easy triple for Shazo. Really nicely done by him. Really great creative attack. And like I said, this meta which were happening on Town Hall 12, this is not good at all anymore on Town Hall 13. So that's a nice mix in there. Let's take a look at the next base, which is going to be in war number 2. And yes, even though I showed so many attacks of miners, we have to take a look at Yetis as well, because Yetis, like I said, the strongest troop right now in the game. And let's take a look on how Hex is dealing with them. He's really nicely spotting the right side of this base, where no storages or high HP buildings at all, which means he can easily get rid of this Inferno Tower, and as soon as he cleared this compartment, he can go just into the Town Hall, jump in there, and then jump above the Clan Castle, clearing out the top, which means everything is getting pushed inside, and this should be a good plan. So let's take a look on how he's executing this plan and what he's doing. Hero placement, as soon as there's point defense on his Warden, the Queen is the Warden is getting a little bit lower. And let's talk now about sorry. Let's talk now about why a lot of people are choosing a Warden walk instead of a Queen walk. The reason is not only that the Warden is having like a bigger range and can reach longer into the base. One of the most important things is the troop investment. So let's say he would have done this Queen walk, and let's say he would have reached this Inferno Tower. He would have needed at least one Baby Dragon or a P.E.K.K.A. or a Coconut Loon and a Baby Dragon, something like that, to funnel over here to make sure that his Queen is actually going this side. With the Warden, he just needs to place the Warden, and that's most of the time it. Most of the time, yes, you're placing a Wizard in addition, just to speed things up, because otherwise you're getting a time issue. But once again, you have like a difference of 4 troop space to 15, which is a huge difference. In addition to that, a Warden will never ever run away. Whenever you're placing something close to him, he will always come back. So that's something which is coming, where it's important as well. Which means Warden walk right now is way stronger than the Queen walk, if you're doing something like a P.E.K.K.A. or a Yeti smash or something in that direction. So guys, get your Warden upgraded, otherwise you will have time fades as well. So this means jump spells into the core are placed as well. On the back end, he's placing a Slammer and the Royal Champion. Really nice combination, because the Slammer is helping the Royal Champion to take out those defenses faster, and in the end they're tanking for each other, which is always a nice split. And you have like 2 things in the back end, the Royal Champ and the Slammer, which is just crazy strong. Like, even if there's like a base is nearly still alive, and you're just placing the Royal Champ and the Slammer in the back end, it's crazy how strong this is. So for this one, he's freezing the back end of this base, just like overpowering it. Queen is on the outside, Queen has deliverability. This is going to be another triple for us, and really nicely done by Hex. So let's take a look at the next attack, and this one is going to be in war number 3 and on base number 2. And this one is going to be a P.E.K.K.A. smash. Guys, I know we're getting into a lot of spam right now, but we're taking a look at Queen Charge Lalo right after this hit. So once again, let's pause it over here, and let's talk once again, why is he using a Warden walk? Why the heck, once again, a Warden walk? Let's once again think about it. He wants to enter the base into the Town Hall. What are his options to funnel this? Obviously, one side with the king, you do not want to have the king going inside most of the time. And the other side, he could, I don't know, he could use a P.E.K.K.A. He could use a Queen walk over here, but he's always running the risk his Queen's going like in these walls basically and getting shot by 1 million defenses, so he needs at least a couple of rages, etc. So the Warden walk is taking out those buildings, and that's it. The funnel is set. You don't need any more stuff. So this is why the Warden walk is so much better than, for example, the Queen walk for funneling for a P.E.K.K.A. smash or a Yeti smash, whatever. He's adding once again 1 wizard, which means he's having one troop, 4 extra troop space to funnel this entire side. The Warden itself does not count because he's using the Warden anyway for the P.E.K.K.A. smash, and the healer does not count because, well, the healers will switch over to his P.E.K.K.A., which means they're needed anyway. So this is why he's doing this. The wall breakers are getting in, P.E.K.K.A.s are getting placed. Like I said, the Warden is immediately following over there, and the healers are switching any second as well, because there's no damage on the Warden, which means the P.E.K.K.A. are getting damaged. And yeah, just like getting everything in, jumping 2 times to get deeper into the base, and meanwhile he can start with his, once again, Slammer and Royal Champion. Like, this combination for a backhand for an attack like this is crazy strong. So Royal Champion is placed. As soon as the air defense is going down, he's placing the Slammer as well on the Archer Tower at the bottom, and then just like P.E.K.K.A. and boulders are going through the base. Boulders obviously are slowly dying in the core of the base. That's normally how it's done and how it's working. But the P.E.K.K.A. are still alive to tank the back end of this base, and just get the job done. One scatter shot is still alive. The scatter shot is getting sniped right now by the Warden. Queen ability is needed. Tornado Trap is a little bit annoying, but he still has a lot of spells, like still the freeze spell left, still a haste spell left. The Slammer isn't even opened yet, and he still has a nearly full health Royal Champion, which should make easy work with the backend. So, one freeze, and there should be a Black Mine really soon as well, then the last haste, and that's it for the base. Nicely done by Elliot, and another triple once again for us this week. So let's get into the next attack, and like I said, this is going to be a Queen Charge Lalo. Queen Charge Lalo, still really strong. I think super underrated right now. It's obviously way harder to execute than most of the other attacks, but if it's executed right, then it's crazy, crazy good. So what is Evejack doing? Evejack is trying to wall break his queen into this compartment, and after that he wants to wall break either into the compartment of the Scattershot or of the Queen Altar, which means for him, he's using the wall breakers any second with the freeze, obviously. Wall breakers placed, and this means his queen will go inside. He's wall breaking a little bit more at the top, like over here. This means his queen won't skip this air defense. If he would have wall breaked in over here, this could have meant that his queen is touching this wall and is skipping this air defense, and he will lose all of his sealers. This is why he wall breaked in at the top. Now he's sending in a couple of more wall breakers to test, like for any more traps. Sending the rest of the wall breakers in. Rage another time to get the wall open, and then he can start with his Lalo. The Lalo part will be super, super simple. Like this part of the base, just like starting with this first hound and a couple of loons, Slammer in here, couple of more loons and a hound, obviously, and then you have still the Royal Champion for the scatter shot at the top. Queen is still alive. Queen will take out the enemy Royal Champion as well, which is always nice to have. He's always placed a couple of minions for cleanup. Really nicely done over there. Queen is going for a wall. Obviously, I mean, that's what she's best at. And now he has the Slammer coming in, couple of more loons coming in, deploying them on all of the defenses. And here we go. Slammer is getting opened. And this means 50% is close, freezing the Town Hall. Warden ability really soon. A little bit unlucky with the Tornado Trap. And he did not use the Warden, I think, for the in the correct timing, because the Warden is following now, and he used the Warden like few seconds too early. But either way, this will be an easy triple. Queen is taking out the defending Lava Hound. Last haste spell for the loons for the Inferno Tower, and this means this is going to be another triple. Nicely done. Queen Charge Lalo, still viable, and that's why we're taking another look at another Queen Charge Lalo attack, because I think Queen Charge Lalo... What is the Warden? What the... Warden, calm down. He's like, he listened to too much music, I think, so that's his problem. So let's take a look at the last attack for this recap, and this one is going to be on number 2, and once again another Queen Charge Lalo, like I said. So this one's going to be once again from Elliot, and he's going to do a Queen Charge Lalo with only one Lava Hound, which means that's like normally you try to take at least 2, but he's deciding to bring one Lava Hound only, because on Queen Charge Lalo attacks at the moment you have most of the time the Royal Champion, which can kinda work sometimes as a Lava Hound. So what he's doing next is he's deploying his king at the bottom to funnel his queen inside. He wants to wall break his queen into this compartment over here. It's a little bit lucky that there are no more traps over there, because the wall break location was a little bit different than what the first layer, or the first wall breaker tested. Now a poison, and now the queen after that is going to go for the Town Hall and for the enemy queen inside. After that he's jumping, which means he will take out the 2 scatter shots, 2 sweepers, enemy eagle, enemy queen, enemy Royal Champ, enemy Inferno Tower, enemy Town Hall. Like, the value of this Queen Charge is beyond crazy. Like, it's super, like, crazy attack. Really nice plan of Elliot. So let's see what is going to happen next, because he will need another Rage to keep his queen alive versus the enemy queen, and obviously help his queen to get faster into the enemy Inferno Tower, because the Inferno Tower is really annoying and hurting his healers. So, enemy queen is down. Jump spell is getting placed in a second, which means his queen can enter out of the back end, and then he can start really soon with his Slammer. Nicely done at the top, out of the range of any air defenses, which is nice. And now the next Rage for the next part of the base, as soon as the queen is coming closer. Nicely done. Now the first Lava Hound. I think he deployed too many loons in the beginning a little bit, because you guys will see in a second there's a Tesla farm popping up at the 1 o'clock corner, which means he has not enough loons left to place over there, and this means he has to use the Royal Champion, which causes the Royal Champion to go immediately into the enemy king, which is never a good idea, because the reason for that is your own Royal Champion will always lose against the enemy king in the 1 versus 1, even with the ability of your own Royal Champion. That's how it works. The enemy king is just crazy strong on defense, and yeah, maybe should have used it for the back end. Either way, it's working because there's a nice split in the end. All of the loons are splitting to the different defenses, and this means this is going to be another triple, a really nice, well-executed attack. So, this was our week. Let me guys know how your week turned out, if you guys are already finished with your week, and how many stars you got, whether you got up, like promoted or demoted. How did the Claymore League work for you guys? I hope you guys all got a nice reward. 508 medals for us in the bank. That's nice to max out the account. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys liked the video, and I hopefully see you guys tomorrow for the next video. See you guys until then, and bye bye.